Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He'll try the left side. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open.
Nothing but green ahead at the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The give is to Smith. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defense.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Sweet feet on the move. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
They're going to ride this running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Time to take a shot. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
Now, 4th down.
This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the catch past the sticks. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. To throw, it's Jean-Pierre. Extending the play. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, this isn't the start this guy envisioned. We're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has 2 drops in the game. He's got to get his mind right.
Quarterback will keep it. Got enough for the first. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Here's the handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Wolverines look to do some damage in the red zone. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Keeps looking downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Ready to fire from the pistol. Going up top on first down. He tries to take the top off. And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. The 40. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Off the boot, looking for his man. Now improvising. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Leaves it with the back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. To the air. It's Jean-Pierre. He made the catch, past the marker also. He's out of bounds. It'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10.
Get set.
Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Second and 10 here. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. Obliterates him, still on the move. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
How about the play about the speed, Mac? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
The Wolverines are rolling down the field. He's looking to throw. Dances away. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they get a sack there from the linebacker position. There you have it. Linebacker U. This is Penn State defense as we know it. LeVar Arrington, Micah Parsons, Navarro Bowman, Sean Lee. Every year it seems like they're pumping another dude into the NFL, and this guy has a chance to be the next one.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
14-3.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. First down to start the drive after the break. To the ground with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the pass. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Firing to the right, complete. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
To the air on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it on the left. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. A first down run in the red zone. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the right. One step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Using his feet. Makes it past the marker. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
With the catch, it's Moore. Open space at the 25. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. They'll leave it with him. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Let's go.
Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's four-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, fourth and very, very long. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, man.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Michigan!
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage and putting points on the board.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Oh, he had him out there, and he was trying to compensate for that speed, but just a little too much distance.
That's just greased lightning, so you think, I can't overthrow this guy. I'm going to throw it out there and let him run underneath it just a little bit too far for the speed.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything there.
Throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Coming to the line looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to throw for it. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. He wants to throw. And the timing just a hair off. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Jean-Pierre. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd down, going up top. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. 4th down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big 4th down.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his man. It's Reynolds. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And they'll drag him down after a good return. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. A run for the quarterback. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Got it.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Jean-Pierre. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Looking for space. It's Marshall. At the 35, he's open. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. The back goes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Jean-Pierre. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And the full dive and the grab down the left. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Slings it downfield. Connection to the right. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job of making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He'll try it again. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on third down. Got his man in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to...
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinals sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to throw, it's Jean-Pierre. Moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. This quarterback part of their running game. Got the first down and more. And he'll be ridden out of bounds, but not before a good pickup on that one.
That boy fast. Goodness gracious. When he pulls the ball down, he can go chew up yards so quick, just like a running back. Man, the speed is evident on that QB.
And you know, everybody likes to call him dual threat. I'd say just plain old threat. A shot toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but...
Throws toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
They'll throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defender staying right by the receiver, the intended target. As a result, that ball's incomplete.
As they come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the third quarter. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab on the left side. Can anyone catch him? And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Penn State! And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Lang. stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
From the gun, give on the inside. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads can call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up.
Ball is out behind the line. Now the defense has got it going the other way. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The defense takes matters into their own hands. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Calls his own number. Smashes through. Strikes the blow. Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Michigan! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. One final play before the end of the quarter. Smith takes the handoff. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Michigan 56, Penn State 24.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they've been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Second down coming up.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Jean-Pierre. Sends it downfield. And it's caught inside the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
It really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run the option. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he throws another interception. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
42 Spider.
Give to the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Going to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking.
And he's thrown another interception. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets away from one. He's got space. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle, as opposed to linebackers and big defensive players. You get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Afterburner's coming. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The give on the inside. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Trying to take it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now on second down after the incompletion. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking for a man, it's Jean-Pierre. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
He fires a bullet to the right. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Lets it fly. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. We waited so long